This is a 1995 Jayco Jay Series model J-1207K as in kite, B as in boy. Has dual propane tanks. Crank. As I go through this, I'm going to point out some of the flaws that are on it, but so far so good. This is the canvas. Canvas has no holes in it, and there's no mildew. It's very nice. This is kind of how you set up the poles underneath, and they have the poles labeled to where they need to go. You know, it's got the crank. So one of the flaws here is there is a wire, and this wire is supposed to be attached right here. And what this wire does is it tells you when to stop so you don't overextend it. But as you can see, somebody overextended it, not me, but receiving this condition, and this is about the level part. So I set it up. It took me about an hour to set up and level it out and get it so that, you know, it's all set and ready. And then it took me about another 20 minutes to a half an hour to, and this is by myself, to set up the tables. So here's some of the tables. These are the tent poles. I'm sorry, not tent poles, the awning poles. The awning is up there. I don't have it out because I'm in my driveway right now. Here's a compartment. This here is used for this. It's part of the leveling for the camper. Now again, I'm on my driveway, but there's some storage in there. The wheel for the front, you know, the stakes for the awning. You know, it's got chains. It's got the hookup, the 4-prong hookup for your vehicle, for all the lights. All the lights work. Right there, you'll see this is a leveling bubble. There's one on the front and one right here on the side. It's got a little thing hook here. You can open up the thing. So the door shuts, and there's a set of keys for all sorts of things, and one of them is this lock, so you can lock the door and leave it. It's got a little step comes off, you put it in here. So here's some of the tables out here. You got the long table. These are divots are for the stove. It's inside. We'll see that in a little bit. That comes out, and you can put it out here, and that hose right there connects to the stove, so you can get the stove rolling outside if you like. And then there's, if you want a different kind of table, you can put it up here, you know, interchange one of these out, and they're all on like a slide system, and you can just hook, you know, and then they're supported underneath again, either by a pole that I've labeled or by a leg that extends out. So I have it plugged in. You can see this is when you have it plugged in, a light for the table, and it's got outlets, 2 outlets for outside, and then this is for the cable, if you got cable or whatever. That's a lock for when you lower it down and you're traveling. Some more features outside. Go to the back. We have a sink that hooks up, and the hookups. Again, there's keys for all these little latches and stuff around stuff. But you can see there's water lines. I got one of them hooked up. And then here's the other one. you just take it and screw it on, you know, and tighten it up. And here's the city water. I don't have the water hooked up, but there's 2 white hoses, and probably about 8 feet apiece. It's got about 16 feet of hose to hook up for the city water that comes out, and or this here, and I don't have it, it was open. It's there's a tank inside. I think it's got like probably 10-gallon tank, 9-gallon tank or something like that. And you can fill that up and run that. There's a pump inside. I'll show you when we get inside. There's a pump inside that would feed that water in the storage tank outside to here, or the sink inside, or this shower head. It's got a little shower head, you know, hot and cold too. This does have a hot water heater. I've never really needed to use it, but it does function. I've seen it when I bought it. It worked. It has a refrigerator in there that works off of propane and or electricity. I've never had it running. The people that I bought it from, the person I bought it from prior, didn't have it running either. So there is, and you'll see when we get in there, there's a college refrigerator. So this is an exhaust port there's like a little mini heater inside that runs off of propane. And then on top, you'll see that there is an air conditioner, and it's also a heater. So it'll kind of heat. You can keep this thing pretty toasty. It's got a screen. All screens are nice. There's no holes in any of the screens. Each screen on the inside has like a flap, like a shade. It's got tint, like a window. And then there are curtains too you can pull over so that you can have a lot of privacy, a lot of darkness. So this is this backside. Oh, and then there's also, for the drain of the sink, here you have a hose, and you can put that into a bucket if you want. Again, I don't have the water hooked up, so and then there's another one here for the sink that's inside for when it drains. Again, it can run out onto the ground. It's all gray water. There's no black water. There's no toilet or bathroom in this camper. You're pretty much looking at the amenities for, you know, showering and washing up, whatnot. So, and then there's the queen size. We'll go this way. This is the queen side of the bed. The other side was the king. So here's the queen. Again, we'll see when we get in there. But they got a, you know, pole. They're marked bedside frame. You know, they go down in there. And you got the jack. The jack is because I'm on my driveway, so it's all jacked up. No, it's an attempt to level it on a sloped driveway. So let's go inside. And inside, here's the king side bed. You know, all of these have a foam mattress. The wood is not wet. It's really good. Even the flooring. It's got this is that compartment that you can access outside. You can also access it from the inside. Fire extinguisher. This is a drawer that pulls out.